Coming back to for more details on that story right now, shifting focus. Well, Congress's leader Rahul Gandhi has intensified his attack on the Prime Minister and the BJP in the United States. Terming the Lok Sabha polls as a controlled election, Rahul Gandhi said that BJP would not have been near 240 seats in a fair election. While interacting with the students and faculty at Georgetown University, he added that caste system had become a big and fundamental question in India, and the entire campaign was structured in a way that Prime Minister Narendra Modi could do his thing across the country. He further alleged that the Election Commission was doing as the BJP wanted. Meanwhile, BJP lambasted leader of the opposition for his remarks in the United States and stated that he once again displayed his immaturity by speaking against his own country and abusing the BJP and RSS abroad.
I don't think the BJP, in a fair election, they were nowhere near 240 seats. No way. I mean, I'd be surprised if they had a financial, huge financial advantage. They had locked our bank accounts for one, but huge war chest. The Election Commission was doing what they wanted. I mean, the entire campaign was structured so Mr. Modi could, do his thing across the country. States where they were weak were designed differently than states where they were strong. So I don't view it as a free election at all. I view it as a rather controlled election.
Rahul Gandhi has this habit. In fact, he has developed this habit over the years to go outside the country and talk against the country. And Rahul Gandhi is speaking against BJP, RSS. That is his habitual style. He will never refrain from doing that. So he loves to speak against other political parties and our country's institution while he goes abroad. Who invites them in US, UK, elsewhere, we all know it. So their motive is very clear. Rahul Gandhi and his ecosystem, they want to talk against the country. They want to abuse BJP, RSS and all nationalist organizations.
In fact, some breaking developments now coming in. This is the word that we have picked up from our Election Commission sources. They have told us that multiple workshops were held to prove that EVMs cannot be hacked, and all the opposition parties were in fact invited to this specific session to attend it. Many members like that of the Congress from the opposition did not turn up to attend this particular workshop. We have our senior editor Pallavi Ghosh joining us on the broadcast as well. Pallavi, a very good morning to you. Election Commission has clearly dotted it down that, we sort of invited all of them to attend this particular workshop to tell them and to show them that the EVMs cannot be actually hacked. And in fact, we saw after the Lok Sabha elections result that this topic of EVMs being hacked actually died down slowly.
Well, so the BJP always accuses the Congress and opposition parties of having a selective outrage. They say that when you win elections in Karnataka or Himachal Pradesh or Telangana, at that point of time, you never have a problem with EVMs because then everything is fine. It's only when you've lost elections or you've not come up with a good performance that you start raising questions over the EVMs. So as far as the opposition parties are concerned, in fact, the India Bloc resolution specially mentioned what they call the hacking of EVMs and an unfair electoral process. So there have been two targets of attack as far as the opposition is concerned, and Rahul Gandhi's thoughts are essentially in sync with that. One, the EVM machines are hacked, and that's the reason why the BJP gets a huge majority. And second, the Election Commission is dominated by people who are bending and taking orders from the government bureaucracy. So what Rahul Gandhi is saying actually is that right from the election dates to be decided on the basis of what suited the Prime Minister and what suited the BJP. And therefore, when your when your platform is only shaky, how do you expect that any kind of fairness will be seen as far as elections are concerned?
Right, Pallavi. Thank you so much for bringing us all of those crucial updates on that story. We'll keep coming back to for more details on that. We've got a couple of more political voices also emerging in this case. Let's listen into all of those.
राहुल गांधी जी तीसरी बार जनता के द्वारा रिजेक्ट किए जाने पर आज फिर से वही गाना और वही रागा अलाप रहे हैं कि इलेक्शन कमीशन फेयर नहीं था, चुनाव फेयर नहीं थे। कभी भारत की संस्थाओं पर, लोकतांत्रिक संस्थाओं पर, इलेक्शन कमीशन पर इस प्रकार से सवाल उठाना, और आज तो जनता के विवेक पर सवाल उठाना। लोकतंत्र या लोकतांत्रिक व्यवस्थाएं खतरे में नहीं है, इनके परिवार तंत्र को खतरा महसूस होता है तो ये लोकतंत्र का खतरा बताते हैं। ये राहुल गांधी का चरित्र बन चुका है और ये दिखाता है कि किस प्रकार से वो देश को नहीं, अपनी पार्टी और अपने परिवार को देश की संस्थाओं के ऊपर रखते हैं।
And with that, it's time to slip into a very short commercial break here on CNN.